2.
It does this every time, Roti. I just heard
Yeah, it's
Siri
new.
say it. So
This
I
meeting is
had to.
being recorded. When did this start happening?
Yeah, this is part of
Last
Zoom's
week?
new update. I don't know, but this is kind of crazy. Royalty, salutations. Welcome to the ride that we call the SBK experience. We are back for another episode 16. Wow.
70?
16, because we're going to be dropping 15 tomorrow.
I
so
feel like
catch
I
up.
counted last week. Maybe I counted wrong. I don't know.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's I only know because I just edited the episode and it's all good to go. Which was a very good episode. It's gonna be an episode that we talk about being present in the moment, and it's just so timely. But
Hey, that was my
anyways,
idea.
It was
it was your idea. It was your idea. So
Nice.
this week, we're a little bit, I would say we're a little bit delayed. We talked for about 20, 30 minutes. We just had to catch up. I haven't spoken to Austin J in what seems like 5 ever. RBZ, 5 ever, yeah. I mean, it's longer than 4 ever, but it's just one more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
So what was I gonna say? What's the episode? I didn't even start this one with a song. I should have started with a song to keep the trend going.
There is no song when you're down bad, don't text.
There's
down
plenty of
bad, don't
songs when you're
text.
down bad.
What's that song? Going bad. Going bad anyway. With Drake and Meek Mill. Yeah. Something in my Millie. I don't remember the song. Maybe it'll come to me. Never mind. So how are you guys doing? Rachel, Austin, Jay, how are you living?
Pretty good. I'm just tired all the time. And I think, okay. I'm not tired all the time. That sounds kind of sad and depressing.
No,
I'm
tired all the time.
That's okay too.
I feel like I'm just starting to get in like a more of a set routine where I am just tired earlier, so I want to go to bed earlier. And that, like,
you sound 90.
Last night I went to bed at like 10, and I was like, "Oh man, this sucks. I'm exhausted." And then all day I was exhausted, and I didn't have any coffee today. That's probably why.
You sound 90.
Is why. But also,
I sound 90.
Like going to bed at 10.
I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta go to sleep. I'm with you.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm starting to like wake up naturally at like 8:30 on the weekends. That's awful. I used to be like the person that could sleep until like 2 or 3.
I do that too.
Rachel, I wake up at like 6:30 on the week.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, Rachel's a sleeper.
Oh, I am a sleeper.
She sleeps until someone has to wake her up.
Yeah. Like anyone who knows me knows I'm a sleeper. Like I will sleep like the dead. Like it was great. And now I'll wake up at like 8:30 and I'm like I used to have to set like, okay, it's Saturday. I don't have anything going on, but I should get up around, noon. So I would set alarms in case I didn't get up yet to wake up.
Yep.
But now I'm just like, it's like 8:30 and the birds are chirping and I'm like, oh, I guess it's time to get up and start my day. Then I, work or I go, I went grocery shopping today and I was really excited about it. And I always like, whenever.
Oh, have you started doing grocery shopping via the app? Because that's all I do now.
No, are you talking about getting it delivered, or are you talking about like where
just
they
picking it up,
but
order? Yeah, just get it for me. Yeah, and then pick up.
Like sometimes I'll do it with like if it's like a bigger item and I don't want to have to like carry it around. But I think because I work from home, I want to like get out and do something. So grocery shopping is like sad. See, this is the shit that sounds sad. It's like grocery shopping is my way to like get out of the house during the week and like just have some me time for an hour, like walking around Target. Like
that's not sad.
Sounds so sad.
That's not sad.
The hell no, that's not sad. I used to I love doing errands by myself.
But I'm like my only way to get out of the house is grocery shopping.
You know what that sounds
you know
like?
What
sounds like us, about to be 27 this year. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, you sound like a full adult. This Saturday, I got myself a little mani-pedi. Then I got myself a drink, sat outside in the nice warm weather, read a book, and I lit me one. I was having a very comfortable and relaxing Saturday. Then I went out to dinner with a friend, ate a meal. then I sparked up again. I was having a very relaxed Saturday. So like I felt so grown.
Oh,
I was like,
Daisy. You be
is
like
this what
that now,
adulting
huh?
first of all, it was a Memorial Day weekend. It was Memorial Day
Oh,
weekend.
I didn't
Anybody,
know. I didn't know we
anybody,
fancy now.
anybody who knows me. On most holidays, I usually get a little bit lit, but this was responsibly lit. Like, you know, I
Yeah.
had me one little drink, and then I had me one little pre-rolled. But then after that, I was, you know, relaxing. I went to sleep at like 11. Like I literally felt like such an adult on Saturday. I was in heaven. I was like, oh, this is
Going to
nice.
bed like after like maybe you're hanging out with friends or like you drink a
Yeah,
little bit, you do things, but going to bed on a Saturday at a good time still, even if you drink or do whatever, it's the best.
Yeah.
it really is. It really is.
Because
I wasn't
the next day you shouldn't really feel bad because you got
exactly,
a good night's rest still. You did all this
exactly.
stuff and yet still you went to bed at a good time.
Yeah, I was really living the dream. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. You couldn't tell me twice. I woke up on Sunday. I was feeling like $1,000,000. I was like, this was all worth it. Um, I don't know what was worth it. I was just chilling. But you know,
My
also
voice is
Jay, how
gonna
about
be
you?
gone.
I can tell.
I'm good, but no, it's going. I had a weekend in Vegas. Oh God, it's gonna be gone.
Are you losing your voice?
Oh yeah, it's going. Well, the last 2 days I came home from Vegas and went right to work, like meetings and
Yep,
stuff. So I just
yep,
been talking. And we've been talking. We talked like 20 minutes. So
yep.
Yeah.
We
it's
did.
gonna be I'm down bad.
Mm-hmm. Still
I'm
got
down
them
bad.
going anyway.
Oh no.
Hey,
Oh no. Okay, well, this is my voice the rest of the time, I guess.
you
It's
got water.
nice.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. You got water.
If my voice was like somewhat of this, like that'd be nice. It's
Like
like a
deeper is
nice,
what you're
like,
saying?
Like you like the
yeah,
rap.
yeah, just a little raspy, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, I
It gets
feel
the
it.
people
I mean,
going, you know.
Oh, it gets the
my voice
people
always,
going.
my voice.
No, but yeah, no, I'm all right. I went to Vegas, had like a trip plan, just like got canceled last year during like heat of pandemic.
Yep.
Like I was just supposed to go with like a couple people, and so we replanned it for now, and things are opening up, so we did
Did you
that.
go to any pool parties?
No, not like what we did. No. I went to a
Yeah.
pool that had a DJ, but it was nothing of what me and you know.
Yeah, I'm
Not
not going
even
back to Vegas.
close. We don't
Not
gotta
going
talk
back
about
to
that.
Vegas. Not
No,
going
no,
back
no,
to
no,
Vegas until done.
Um,
no.
Honestly, that was just a fun time. I didn't sleep that whole entire trip. Honestly, maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Uh,
It was
I'll tell
literally a
you what,
hangover.
Daisy, we're definitely going again, but when later down the line. But
It gotta open up. It gotta open up.
I mean, I don't know. It was kind of like Florida, where like it was basically open, but they don't
Mhm.
officially open until like it's kind of like when Chicago is. I'm like June something. So
Is it June? I thought it was in July that
no,
Chicago
it's
opens
June
up.
no,
1st.
they
It was June 1st?
I think it,
Chicago is 100% June 11th. She
Got
um,
you.
said,
I mean,
but
I've been moving like it already is, but I understand.
well, but
Because
that's
you
what I'm
know,
saying is like all these
I'm
places,
double
all these places
backseat.
are like when they tell them it's like, oh, like next week you're gonna be open, it's basically like they're open. So
Oh, I said I have to tell you about this new place in Chicago that I found that I was at on Sunday that I know for a fact
the
is going to be
treehouse
like,
place.
yes, that's
Yeah,
definitely going to
I know
be,
that place. I haven't been there, but I know what it is.
yeah, that's definitely
It's
going to be
in
the
River
hottest.
North, right?
Yep, right by Merchandising Mart. Like that's probably going to be like the hottest
Yeah,
place this
oh, that was
summer.
by
that
my
used to be
office.
that used to be
It used to be
is
somebody
it
else,
next
but
to
the way
Old Crow? It
it's
used to be
actually
Old
owned,
Crow.
No, it's actually owned by Old Crow. So on the receipts, it still says Old Crow.
Oh yeah, no,
which
no.
means
I'm saying that used to be
Old Crow. Yeah, I
no.
understand. So I'm
Yeah,
telling you that they redid it and like everything, and like
yeah.
I was like, oh,
Okay, I
this
know
place is
exactly
gonna
what.
be
You know what's right
busting.
above it is that tunnel place that we get bottles at, like back in the
That's
day.
Tunnel.
Yeah,
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. I was really in that same
the
building. I did
club
not know
part.
that.
Yeah, that's where we
It's
used to
Tunnel.
do that at. Yeah.
Got you. I haven't been to Tunnel in
Dude,
forever.
this
I haven't been to a
blows. I
nightclub.
mean, I've been talking to fucking people all day. This stinks. I'm not happy. I
You
mean,
sound like Tony. You sound like
bro,
Papa Bear. You sound like Papa Bear right now. You sound like Papa.
I was talking to
you sound.
people.
It doesn't
You
like
sound
sound
like.
bad though.
No, you sound exactly like Papa Bear. You sound exactly like Papa Bear. Like it's almost candid, bro. It's literally candid.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
He said this stinks. I've been talking to people
It
all
does
day.
stink. My voice is like in and out. Like now it sounds like a little bit better, and then I'll be talking and be like, it just
Yeah,
loses
I was
all good,
air.
in
man.
my meetings earlier. I low-key used it as an excuse to not present. I was like, oh, I
Oh,
lost my voice. I sound
I don't
terrible.
wanna.
I was like,
I wish I had that luxury. I wish I had that luxury.
but I did
My
sound
voice is
awful this morning. Like I feel like in my head at least, I don't sound fully like myself. Like I still got something going on. And like, first thing when you wake up, when you're talking to people, like it's not pretty. So, probably shouldn't be talking to clients.
I feel like I'm always yelling while I'm talking. Like I don't feel like I can ever just be quiet. Like even when I try to
No.
whisper, I'm like, it's like,
I don't think you've ever had the
hey, like, hey, hey, do you mind passing me that pencil? Bro, why don't you just speak in your regular voice? I'm trying to whisper, No, I just feel like I feel like my voice is too deep. And I've started to realize it more and more because when I'm laying down and I speak, I can actually feel like my vocal cords and my eardrums vibrating. I'm like, okay, this is too deep.
Holy shit.
I sound like Barry White sometimes.
Barry White. Barry White. Are you serious?
Yes, he has a very deep voice.
Barry White.
Like imagine my voice on like a voice, like
Here we
on a
go.
cartoon character. On a cartoon character, that would be funny as hell. Like imagine Steve with my voice from American Dad. Hilarious. Picture it. Picture it. Roger.
Roger.
Come on, Dad.
Roger.
And then when he sings, because American Dad has like some of the best cutaways of Steve just singing.
So you like
the guy
American Dad, huh?
I like American Dad because of the cutaway scenes, but I do like Family Guy. I'll tell you why I like Family Guy. Family Guy got me the one episode where it was just Stewie and Brian for the whole entire episode, and it was literally like one or two shots, and they were inside a bank vault. That to me was
that's a good episode.
That's like my favorite episode of Family Guy.
Oh, it didn't get you hooked when I would just leave it on TV.
No, I don't hate Family Guy, but I don't like dumb humor. You know this. But that
Yeah.
episode, I was like, okay, I like this episode because you know what? They had actual dialogue.
So
Steve
you
was
like Family Guy for some of its other episodes and characters.
Yes, of course. And I like American Dad because when they bust out and sing, they're always good. Like you can literally go on YouTube, put in like Steve singing like whatever it's called, or Steve singing compilation, and it will pull up all his songs.
Steve
like,
is always singing.
Yes. And then but I always think of the one with Krampus. He's like, Daddy. No, that's never again. Is that how it goes? And I miss my baby Sheila. Sheila, why did you leave? You had to do shit.
Rachel's expressions.
What the fuck?
And if these kids don't act right, I'm gonna have to kill them. That's one of the episodes of American Dad. It's the Krampus episode, and Steve and Krampus sing, I'm telling you, I'm really gonna watch this. But you know, besides the point. Okay, Rachel, don't look at me crazy. I
That's
tell you, my
okay.
music bag is deep, and when I show people
Yeah,
that
I
my
just
music
wasn't
bag is deep,
expecting Krampus from American Dad.
America. And I miss
American.
my baby Sheila. That's he said. And I miss my baby.
Yeah. No, yeah, I
I can't
really
do it.
think you hit it on that one.
Yeah. And I miss my baby. No, I'm not gonna.
Maybe one more time. I think you
No,
did.
nope, nope. I don't want to lose my voice like you. I still need this. I still need this. I
Rachel,
still need this. I
Rachel's
still need
just
this.
so disgusted with you.
I just, I'm just accepting that this is something I'm just not going to understand, which is fine.
What is what's to understand?
I
Hmm?
don't see, like, I don't like those shows. So, like, it's not
I don't like
nice.
those shows either. I told you the reason why I like that show.
But you like parts of the show.
She
Like, you're just
does.
singing a song
All right,
from the
Rachel.
show.
He
You
likes
like
the
it in the
shows,
show.
but he doesn't like the shows. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I like the singing of the show. Yes.
Okay.
Lily, if Steve went on tour, I'd probably listen and I'd watch him. I'd watch animated Steve just because I know he could sing.
See, I would
You
say
already
that's
know
like
I'm
the
like,
show.
huh?
I would say like you like the show. Like I wouldn't give that like a
Yeah, but you know my affinity for
it's
people
not
who can actually
condition.
sing. It is a
Right.
condition.
But
That's not
you watch the show because you enjoy the singing. So you would
Correct.
yeah.
like the show because you do sit through the episode.
Like if you
Yes.
actively watch the
Yes.
show and
Yes.
look up
So
confidence,
I
yes.
don't actively watch it.
you like
I
the show.
watch the show. I watch the episodes that have singing.
When the show
So
is
I
on,
have
you will watch it because you like the singing.
yes.
Okay.
So,
That's it.
yeah.
Then you like the show.
So,
Yes.
Never again, Daddy's
That was
home.
Rachel. Look what you did.
He's never again.
Oh,
Anyways,
no, yeah,
so
that
much
was
singing
great.
lately.
I mean, I usually sing when I'm in
That's what happens when
better
you're down
spirits.
bad, Rach. You gotta
No,
sing
I
through
know
it.
I feel like especially
I
when it's
first,
like when Austin's here, you sing
I
more.
always sing.
Do you
But you
like
sing
to show
more when
off for
Austin's.
me?
First of all, don't ever say that.
I mean,
Don't ever say
Listen,
that. Hey,
what do
Austin,
you
we've been
mean?
friends for a long time. We've been friends for a long time. I don't need to show out to you, my guy. You gonna
you just
like me
happen
or
to
love
sing
me
a lot
regardless.
more when he's around, and that's adorable.
That's not adorable. Me and
It's
Austin
pretty
have been
cute.
best friends for a long time. We
This-
get each other. That's it. That's all it is. I don't know why people can men not like.
That's
Can we
cute as
not be
shit.
friends? That's not cute. That's just what friends
No,
like.
that's
This should be
adorable.
all your.
But like, you don't hear
That's
guys often calling each other like their best friends. So like,
okay. What?
for you
People
to
do
have
that.
that title with each other, fucking
Do
adorable.
you not? I don't know. I hear guys say that.
I don't hear
Yeah.
guys say that. No.
You don't have a lot of emotionally sensitive men in your life, huh?
Huh? Huh?
I'm joking. I'm just saying. I tell all my friends I love.
wait.
Me and Austin have been through a lot. I mean, why would I
I
not
know
love the man?
that, but like, I mean, like, I'll like call like I know like girls calling each other like best friends. Like, I just feel like
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
as prevalent in like male friendships to refer to each other as best friends.
So are you saying that men can't be as sensitive as
See,
women?
Rach, I also
You know,
think that
I'm not
girls use
saying
it way more often when they don't
Yep.
mean it sometimes.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest
That's
with you.
true.
When it comes to
Like, I feel
when it
like
comes
if
to
guys say it, like they don't say it a lot because like they don't have a lot of like really close friends.
yeah.
They have a lot of
Right.
friends.
Yeah.
But like
Yep.
but I feel like girls just use that word in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like girls are very catty when it comes to friendships. I feel like what I've seen and a lot of the girls that I've communicated with, the friendships usually they're getting something out of the friendship, right? Whether it's like they're
Is
getting
that
people to party.
what's that song that's out? Is that Doja Cat song, right? Is she sing the
That's
best
my
friend
best
song?
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah,
next
exactly.
friend.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
perfect
yeah.
example.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
That's all.
Girls have friendships that are based
Hey,
that are
it's a
basically
hit. It's been
situational.
stuck in my head.
It is.
I mean, you can come at me if you want, ladies. I don't have any friendships that are situational. I know if you're my friend, you're my friend. If you're not, I still wish you the best. But I can't be having
Hey,
no
he's not
situationship.
spiteful. He's not a spiteful man.
I'm not. I don't know why you said that, Austin, but that was
I
weird.
said you're not. I was just
Yeah.
telling the people that in no way, shape, or form that you are not a spiteful man. That's all I was
I
saying.
feel like you're trying. Are you trying to infer, or are you trying to tell the royalty
No,
something?
wait.
Oh,
I just
okay. I'm
saying
just
that
joking.
you
I'm
were
joking.
saying.
I'm joking.
I was
I'm joking.
agreeing.
Rachel,
Man, this
would
is-
you agree? You're the woman. Why are two men speaking on the
You're
behalf of
the
women?
woman. I like that.
I'm gonna
Rachel,
start
you're
using
the
that. Hey,
woman.
hey, you're the woman. What do you think about this?
I would say that it depends on the
Oh.
person, because I have friends that kind of refuse to say that someone's their best friend, because they've gotten,
Mm,
in the past or whatever. So
yep,
they'll say they have like
yep,
a group
yep.
of close friends, or they have friends, but like they won't say they have a best friend. But also like saying that one individual is your best friend, like almost like shows that you hold value to that friendship more than others. And like that's not always the nicest thing either. So it just kind of
Mm,
depends on the person. Like I am like, I'll call, a lot of people, my best friend, because they're all the people that I call my best friends. I know like I can go, months or years without really talking to. And then the second we're together, like I know they'll always have my back, and we like pick up like we never missed a beat. Like I have a lot of people like that. And I also am just the kind of person that I always tell like a lot of my friends that like I love them. Like when we like hang up or like text or something, like I'll just be like, okay, like call me later, like love you. Like, and even when like we hang up our calls, like we say like love you. I think it's really important to like kind of reinforce like how much like friendships mean to you, and like how much you appreciate them. So I think by like giving people the term or like label of like best friend just like shows them how important they are to you.
like best man or best or maid of honor.
You were gonna say best woman.
I really was.
Yeah.
Oh, random ass question. I was literally at a dinner with some
Best
friends.
woman.
I'm with some friends. Did I say best friends? No, I said with some friends last night. And we were talking about like best man and bridesmaid speeches. And we were
Mhm.
talking about how bridesmaids, they usually have like their paper,
Yeah.
and it's literally after the second sentence that they go completely off script and they just start speaking from their heart. And they were like, as opposed to guys,
Just
they
wing it.
basically just rail it. No, we were gonna say they just rail the groomsmen, and they usually tell way too much information that is not
Mhm.
appropriate for a wedding. And
I
then
gave a
the
good
question,
speech.
yes, you gave a good speech. I saw Logan cry. Yes, I saw it.
I know.
You
I
did a
didn't
good
go
job.
too. I didn't go off the rails.
I said most. I said most. I've been at a wedding where the guy was talking about like, I remember when this guy was
You
shitting on
told me
himself.
that.
He was
You
throwing
told
up
me
in the
that.
bushes. Yeah, I was like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
So then I was like, if I ever got asked to be a best man, I said I'd probably wing it. I'd probably wing it because I know I could come up with something pretty good on the spot.
Yeah.
But that's myself. But everybody's like, no, I gotta write it because I gotta make sure I have the jokes. I said, oh, I didn't want to tell him that, like, oh, I'm naturally funny in person. So like if I know there's a joke that's set to be happening, I'm gonna hit it every time.
I went
Out the park.
off. I had like my main stuff, but I did like the main speech, but I did a couple things like not written down.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes it genuine, right? Because if you're going off script, if you're going completely on script, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is boring, man. I want to see your pizzazz. I want to see, I want to see if you got jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, he
And
was
then
crying.
yeah, he was balling. I was like, oh, that's a beautiful thing, man. I was getting emotional that whole weekend too. I was like, man, this is crazy to see. At least one of my friends got married. I really don't know when any of my friends are gonna get married, and at this rate, I feel like it's gonna be a very long time before any of my, not Rachel,
Bro,
Thank
how
because
how
I was
excuse me.
how most of my friends like how who I know and all that. I think Streamwood people just different. This all
maybe
goes
that might
back
be
to
what it is.
Streamwood. Streamwood's just different, man, because I don't know anyone like that I'm still like friends with besides you, Rachel.
Yeah.
Honestly, that is like
Gotta even
getting
close to
married.
marriage.
Yeah.
even
There are
close
Like
to marriage.
extreme what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
just
I
But,
know
like-
people who've been living together for years still ain't popped the question that I've seen
Yeah.
on from Streamwood.
people hate when people talk about Streamwood, but I'm telling you, it's just a different place.
It is.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I feel like I know a lot more of my friends from like college are getting married than
Yeah.
like there's only
Yeah.
4, including myself, that have gotten married recently or are getting
Hey,
married.
I'm gonna just
That's not a lot.
that is like nothing, Rachel.
And
That's
it's all like older people that are a year older.
What? It's like Katie and Angelica.
Yeah,
not
like
even Katie.
Angelica, Patrick, Gio,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
that's
yes.
it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. People really thought I was crazy when I said I was probably not gonna get married till I'm 30. And now I look back at it and I'm like,
It ain't
yeah, that
crazy
shit might
because it's not even in
honestly,
my brain.
it's not, I think I've
I
really
can say
said
that
this.
loud and proud because she knows.
I'm being honest.
She knows.
I'm being honest. I think to get married, I'm not, and you know what? I don't want to ruin anybody's relationship. I support all relationships that are ending up in marriage. But for me, I just don't see it. I just never saw it in the cards, me getting married before 30. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I know who I am as a person,
Yeah.
or if I just felt like, do I really trust a woman who's not like on her shit?
Yeah.
And I feel like most girls are, let me not come at women like this, man.
Not.
I
was gonna
men
say
included.
for me, it's not even just that part, but like we both have talked about. It's like I want to be in like both like good, better like financial situations to where we
Yep.
could have the wedding that you want to have. I
Oh,
like
you bring up a bit.
I don't like want to rush into it just because like it's the fact of getting married. I want to have like a wedding that and she always wanted and I always wanted. And that costs money.
That's valid.
Yeah.
So like that's why for me it's like I'm not in a rush because we all have a lot of shit to pay.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
Yep.
like that's like one of my reasons. Like even her, it's like can't afford to do a lot of things you would like to do.
Yep.
So
Yep. And now that you say that, my biggest reason for not wanting to get married before the age of 30 is just the fact that I need to know that you're so stable emotionally because you've done like the work.
You've been
And
through
most
life.
of the time, most of the time that doesn't happen until you've been through life. Like I don't want to deal. I understand that women will always be some women might be insecure based on their body shape or like skin tone, stuff like that. But like I want it to be like where you understand and know that. And like the reason why you're asking me for affirmation or reaffirmation, that's the word. Reaffirmation, that's the word. I have to remember that. Is because you just want to hear it from me, not because it's actually validating you. That's the thing. I don't want it to be the reason that you continue to do these things. I want it to be the fact that like this is something that is feeding into you that just makes you feel better about yourself. Those are two different things, and I want to be able to talk through things because what I'm realizing about myself is that I'm probably never going to yell at a woman that I'm with. I'm just going to talk to them. And if they don't like the way that the pace of which I'm talking, because if it's an argument, obviously I'm going to speed up my communication and get a little bit more aggressive. But if it's a normal conversation, I'm just going to talk it through because, I'm thinking like, hey, bro, when I'm 35, am I going to be yelling at my kids? Am I going to be trying to argue with my kids? No, I'm going to talk to them and I'm going to be like, go sit your ass in the corner. Because, by that time, corporal punishment will probably be against the law and you can't beat your kid's ass, but that's besides the point. I got my ass beat. I turned out fine. But, that's just me. But yeah, no, maybe that's why I feel like when you're in your 20s, you do a lot of things based off of emotion. And I'm not saying I'm the exception to the rule, but I don't do anything. I try not to do the majority of things not off of emotions. And I feel like you have to live life or you have to have lived a life, right? Because if you've been through enough bad shit, it's gonna calm your ass down. So maybe that's what it is. But also, maybe I'm old as hell because sometimes I feel like I'm 40. But anyways, that's not what we're
I've
talking
never
about today.
seen an 18-year-old be able to sleep anywhere. So yeah,
I mean, sleep is good for you, Austin.
I
mean,
understand, but you can sleep in any situation, any position,
Man.
anywhere.
You don't understand how much I've missed sleep these last 2 months because I haven't been getting any. Okay. So now that I'm,
baby, won't you be better be?
you know what it
Sorry.
is every time I come to the city. Okay. Anyway, because I haven't been getting much sleep lately, I miss the times where I'd be able to sleep on a dime. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just,
Oh
and
man,
I started doing. I did that on Saturday, and I was like, damn, bro, I really used to be able to sleep on a dime. And then, you know what? Let's not go down my route. It's not what we're talking about. We talk about what? What are we talking about today? Because
I don't know. How long have we been talking?
For a while.
so yeah, we've been talking for like what 30. We started at what time?
Beats
Because
me.
we're almost at 30, 40 minutes, right?
Sure.
I would say 40 minutes.
That's fine. So we can get into this quick. What were we going to talk about before we
Real
talk about
quick.
everything? We was going to talk about being down bad, but I feel like we don't even need to talk about it, but we can because Austin's been.
We don't have to
Austin,
talk about all of it. I was just
We
don't
gotta
have to
saying.
get into
talk-
the details.
Oh, we never have to tell the details. The details is for the
I
details is
guess.
for Nanya. Details.
I
The
was
details is for
just,
Nanya.
being down bad. It's a tough situation, and where you got to be there for the people that are down bad. That's all. I want to
Yeah,
just
you
talk
do.
about like the feeling of being down bad and people bringing you up and telling you it's okay.
Yeah, it's important. It's the most important thing in the world because obviously, if you have no one, you're your own worst critic, and when you're down bad and you're by yourself, it takes a lot of strength to get out that hole by yourself.
Damn right.
I don't know how certain people do it. I mean, we've all probably had to do it at a time. That's why we're still here, right? I'm not saying anything about the people who've lost that fight, but like I always like to say, if you make it to the next day, you're winning, regardless.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's a weird thing because when you're down bad, right? It's not the fact that you actually feel bad, but it's the fact that like being down bad, you see how much it takes an effect on your life. And that's the most frustrating part for me. Like the fact that you don't have any energy, the fact that you can't sleep, the fact that you can't eat, the fact that you can't even be present in a moment that should be bringing you so much joy or happiness. That's the shit that annoys me about being down bad. And that's probably why I'd be like, all right, I need to get over this shit. Probably sooner than I should, but that's me.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. I feel like it's hard to be. Yeah, I mean, it affects everything. Even when you go out, when you're like that, it's just like you're drinking or whatever, but you're just like sitting there thinking.
Yeah.
But people can see it on you. But then when everyone asks what's wrong, you just go like, nothing. I can't just chill.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm here. I'm having a drink. What's the problem? But like, it definitely affects everything. Or just like how you go about day to day, work life, everything. You don't want to work. You don't want to do nothing. You want to go out to make an appearance so it doesn't look like you're down bad.
Yeah.
But
that's really why you go
so
out.
then when you're out, people just bother you.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be bothered.
It's the truth.
You don't want to be bothered.
You go out so that doesn't look like there's a problem, but then there's always a problem.
Question, do you think you're good at hiding when you're down bad?
I think I am.
If I need to, I can.
Okay, so
I
Me
think
too.
I've
Explain,
learned how
Rachel.
to do it well now.
Mhm.
I
Go
think that's a
ahead,
part of
Rach.
adulting. Yeah.
What?
Oh,
I
he
said,
was
what do you
asking
mean
like
by you? Yeah.
how do you do it if you have to do it?
Um, well, like there's times when like I would just like go to work and I didn't have like a social life because a lot of my friends had moved away. So I would just go to
Mhm.
work and I would come home and I would eat the whole time. So like, I mean, like Cody knew I was not doing great, but he was like pretty much the only one. Um, but there's times when you just like have to pretend like everything's okay because either like someone else is going through it or there's times in your life when like you really just can't afford to be depressed or like have shit going on. Like there's too much other stuff going on or you're
Mhm.
trying to help someone else and your problem
Mhm.
doesn't really matter and you just have to kind of compartmentalize and just like go numb and not deal with your problems, which is not good either. But
Bro,
sometimes it's nice
Rachel
to
spitting.
just like turn off your emotions and not deal with it for a little bit. Like that's always nice.
Mhm.
Not healthy, so I'm
Mhm.
not like recommending it, but you know.
Man, being an adult is so trash when when you're going through some shit.
I
Because
think
to be
being an
like,
adult is just trash in
if you're not
general.
rich, if you're not rich, it's like the worst thing in the world. Like I don't understand how like half the time I'm making it to the next day, let alone like how somebody is. I'm making okay money, but like I'm thinking about like what if somebody who's doing this and living like check to check? I would be freaking miserable, bro. Like at least I have like at least when I want to spend my money, I have no concerns about spending it. But if I had to literally think about, damn, if I buy this, then I can't pay for this, I'd be really stressed. I would be really stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Rachel, that is like the hitting the nail on the what hitting the nail on the head. That's I always mess that stuff up.
There you go.
Uh,
You look
there we
like
go.
you're beating someone's ass. You were like this.
Mm, mm, mm.
I didn't know what nail you hit like that.
I didn't know either because I was trying to find it, but I couldn't find it. I found it now. Uh, so I was gonna say, yeah, that's like the big I've been noticing, right? Is like obviously this pandemic was hard. Obviously things were lost. Obviously people was going through it in their own individual ways. But like the fact of the matter is that like when you're an adult, you literally have to be like, all right, I can't afford to be emotional. Like, and even when like you try not to be, it's like, damn, you have like that one 15 minutes or like 30 minutes of the day where it just hits you like a freaking where it hits you like a
Mhm.
Mack truck and you have to like go to the bathroom or you just have to take a second away from your computer or you have to stay in the car a little bit longer and then you just have to let that shit go. And you're
Yeah.
like, fuck. And then you always just feel, I'm like, oh, damn. All right, back to work. And I'm like, this is not healthy. I don't
Yeah.
think any of this shit is. And I'm like, if I ever get to the point of life where I could chill for a month and retire, that's it. Like I don't like that's all I care about now is if I can retire for a month and not worry about money, I know that I'm okay. Literally, I know. So I'm there's something about having money. That's what I'll say. There's something about having money that I understand why they live so wild, but I understand when they come to like say like a Will Smith or a Will Smith, who else is or like who's another person that is like really like kind of like free spirited? Um Elon Musk or Kanye to an extent. Um I'm trying to think of other people. Miley Cyrus. It's kind of makes sense to like why they just do their own thing. But
Yeah.
like or Dwayne the Rock Johnson, like these people just do their own thing and then they're like, okay, I'm just gonna exit life for like a month. J. Cole did that. He did not make music for almost 2 years, people. And then he came back with off season. And in those 2 years, he talked about how he had to remove himself from social media, from life, because all of it was a facade. He felt like he was literally in the matrix. But as a normal individual, we cannot do that shit.
Yeah.
If you are working in corporate America, if you are working as a server, if you are working any healthcare job, we can't do that shit. We can't because we're grounded in debt. Well, I don't got any kids, but some of y'all decided to have children. It's not my business. Some of y'all decided to get married. Also not my business, but if you're looking for a wedding present, Rachel, got you. Some of y'all had made some decisions like moving to another state, all these things, moving to the city, all of these things. And we all doing it for the experience. But the thing that we always forget to realize is the ramifications for putting ourselves in compromising positions. And that's the hardest part. Because when you're going through it, you start to realize that, damn, I probably shouldn't have put myself in that freaking position. And that's the part we always have to deal with in being an adult, because that's a shitty ass feeling. When you know you could have avoided the situation, but you did it anyways because you wanted to be happy for a moment in time. You wanted it. You wanted that happiness, you know? You wanted to just take that ice cream cone and act like you were 5 and lick that shit until fucking ice cream runs on your hands. Yes, I know I'm good at imagery, but that's a little different. Or when you rode that bike with your friends, imagery. Yeah, I'm going back to some 7th, 8th lit, you feel me? Some literature, you feel me?
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you remember? I know y'all
Your
remember.
dad
Y'all,
ate the ice cream. Come on.
I know you remember 8th grade where we had to read To Kill a Mockingbird. I don't know if y'all had it. You went to TEF, Austin, but Rachel might remember. We had a teacher who always wore brooches, and she would always wear these blouses. She would always wear blouses that looked like garbage bags, and I low key felt like she was racist. I'm just gonna say it, because she didn't say anything when she broached the topic of the N-word, right? But she still let it fly. You
Yeah, I
feel me?
remember that. That
Yeah,
wasn't
she
great.
still let it. I was like, hold on, I'm a young black kid, but like this
I think
don't
you were in
seem
my
right.
class, and I remember. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. Was it 7th grade? It was 7th grade because 8th grade, we had a younger teacher, and she was a little bit. She was one of those teachers, quote unquote, I would say is no nonsense, but she seems like the controlling type. And again, I have problems with control. So if you try to control me, it's not gonna happen. And let's just say I acted a fool in that 8th grade class as well.
Wait, the reading class or the English class?
Oh, that was reading.
Yeah.
Never mind. You're right, Rachel. You're right. That was reading. I don't know why the hell we had a reading and an English class.
Yeah.
Make
Because
it
it
make
helped us
sense.
learn.
And then in our reading class, we
Make
wrote
it
essays.
correct. Make it make sense. And in our English class, we still read books. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
That's
they
why
thought that. I feel like that is a good idea because you're just getting, because we Americans suck at reading and writing in general. So taking double the
Yes.
class at a young age is good for the youth.
Yeah, but you're doing double the work that is not necessarily
Or
more
we could
efficient.
be like Florida, where you have to take a reading and English class when you're like in sophomore or junior in high school.
If
So I would
let
have
me not
much
say anything.
rather have done it when we were in middle school.
I'm just saying. I was always upset because I was like, you really gonna let these people say the N-word and knowing that you have black, because we could go fast forward high school, right? I wasn't in the class, but all my guys told me when they started reading
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn, and what was the other one?
Tom
American
Sawyer.
History X. No, not Tom Sawyer. Something X. Was it a movie? Oh, it might have been one of those American History something. I don't remember.
I just remember
anyways,
Huckleberry Finn. It was in there when we were in that
And one of-
period class, whatever it's called.
Yep. And one of the children, I should say, I'm sorry, because I was a child back then. One of the students said the N-word and he saw no reason that it was wrong to say it. So obviously every person of color was willing to turn up.
I forgot his name, but we don't need to say it. But I remember.
He was just not of the culture, and his white privilege and ignorance was showing. So the
do
teacher had to
remember that.
respectfully protect him, but he had to talk to him afterwards because everybody was like, hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on. This is not that. But I digress. I digress. You see, look
Yeah.
at that U46 education. Digress. You know, to
Are you
stray
trying to
away
show that we
from
had a
the
good
topic.
education? Because that's not true.
No, U46 is trash. Everything that I've learned, for the most part, has been because I've had to do it on my own, and that's even with college included. The education system is flawed unless you're like a doctor. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's not hard. even like there's aspects of college that were hard, but college wasn't that hard. Unless,
No,
like you
college
said,
is-
you're trying to get into something that's like an extreme. I
Like
guess.
figuring
Correct.
out how to study was hard.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah,
hadn't
that
started
was.
study until I got to college, and I expected myself to just do great because I did and everything else.
Right. Like that, I'm
You
saying like
couldn't
that
just
part
like-
is hard for like a test and stuff, but I feel like college, it still wasn't, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't that hard.
How
Yeah.
did you study, Rachel? That's an interesting question. How did you study?
I retain a lot of information writing it down. So I would basically like take like this like slides or whatever that my professors would like send us after class, and I would like go through and like write everything down.
Interesting. How about you,
I had
Wayne?
to write, I wrote stuff down too, because I'm more of like, I guess like what Rachel said, but I like try to make it like photograph like in my brain. So like
Got
I'll
you.
write it down, but like it's like pictures. So I don't like see the sentence per sentence, but I see the whole page and what I wrote in each
Yes.
spot of the page. So like when I'm at the test or whatever, like I just see what I wrote down for that subject in what part of the page, and then that's how I find the answer.
Got you. See, that's what I see. I'm starting to realize that like when I do things, I'm weird because like the way I studied is like I would literally have like papers everywhere, and then I would literally just like jump and hop like from paper to paper, and then like write my little notes, and then like I would have to understand it. Like, can't kid you not, Rachel. Half the time, like when I was studying, I would fall asleep because I would just burn myself out from studying. People would catch me all the time. Really weird. Like I'm talking about, you'll just see a table full of papers, or you'll see me on a couch full of papers, and I'm just going through everything. And I'm like, yo, this shit is not normal. And then these jokers, Austin and Logan, would always be like, "Oh man, Jenkins falling asleep again," and I was like, "Bro, this is just me burning my." Also, racist. Racist.
That's just a saying. Second of all, that's
What
from SpongeBob.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
There is an old man Jenkins in SpongeBob.
Hey, first of all, jokes. You see the timing I just did right there, Austin? It's
remember
called
when
jokes.
I said that you hated white people? Remember that?
Yeah, I really hate
Yeah.
white people, Austin. I
Yeah.
really hate white people. I
You remember
really
when
hate.
I said,
Yeah,
well, I meant white comics, but still, you get it.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
No, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm just saying,
I go to
you know, I don't think we should call
Austin,
each
I need to
other
go-
at all a certain type
I'm
of
joking.
racist towards another race. That's all I was trying to get at here.
I'm joking. I take it back. It
People
was
get
just for the
crazy
joke.
these days, Daisy. You say I'm racist, all of a sudden I'm off the board. That's it.
You're right.
Party's
I take
over
it back.
for me.
Austin J is not racist.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what
say it
day
right
we
here.
live in?
Yeah, I get.
You tell people I've done something, that's it for me.
Hey man, I'm sorry. You know what, Austin J, you are the most. You are the most.
No, don't
well-rounded-
start saying that shit either. What the hell's wrong with you? How about you just zip it?
Okay. Anyway.
What the
Anyway.
hell's going on?
Nothing.
Oh
I was
my
just gonna say
God.
I need to go to a Cubs game this year. I'm trying to figure that out.
You know, you
'cause I was
you want
talking
to
to that-
come? Well, my dad's coming in 2 weeks.
What date? The 12th? Because I might.
I have to
it's-
look. He's coming. Yeah, he's coming the 12th. He's gonna be here the whole week.
Yeah, well, just let me know. I said I need to go to one, and I've been talking to my coworkers about it a lot more because everything's starting to open up, and they were talking about places that you can go, and they were all talking about how you should do all the clubs because you get unlimited food and drinks or whatever based
Yep.
on whatever you pay for. So that's what they were
Yeah.
suggesting. How you feel about Lollapalooza, man? I only bought Friday, by the way.
Yeah, I know. But you could buy it whenever. That's what we did last time too.
Of course. I just needed. I don't know how I feel about any of the lineups, to be honest with you. But Friday has the.
Me either. I mean, overall, I think it's very weak in
Yeah, it
general.
definitely is.
But
It is.
I mean, we would, I like to go just for the experience.
Of course.
So.
That's why one day
But
might
Friday,
be enough. Maybe.
Yeah, no, Friday would be a good time. I like Post Malone a lot.
That's Saturday, right?
Yeah, but there's also
Yeah.
DJs and stuff I like, but you don't, like I'm saying, you don't like all of them.
I
so
looked at the
get it.
DJs. I couldn't find any that I was like, I've never even.
Yeah, I know.
I dabbled now that I've, I decided
But Friday will be cool because, well, like Tyler Creator, that's just a wild crowd of people. But
of course.
But Marshmello is awesome because he does we haven't seen him. He never was there. But he
we see Marshmello.
He has a lot of songs with I'm saying he does a lot of songs with rappers and stuff and like hip hop.
No,
but
wait,
he also
who was Vegas? That was Cascade. Was that DJ Cascade? Or was that Marshmello?
Yeah. No,
they both had a marshmallow on their head.
It was Cascade.
Okay, I'm gonna believe you. Sometimes my memory gets mixed up.
But no, yeah, but Marshmello will be a good show. Because he plays all music.
Yeah. I don't really care. I mean, I've seen good when we saw Flume, that was a very lit time. I mean, if you do music festivals like Lollapalooza, you just kind of have to accept the fact that you're gonna listen to DJs, which I don't mind.
Except 21 Savage. That was the worst concert I've ever seen.
You didn't see Gucci Mane then, because that was
we did. That was also bad. But 21 Savage was also bad.
Because you get the checks and you dip. But I'm so happy that I get to go to music festivals again.
Came out for 30 minutes.
That's just me, man. It's my aesthetic, man. The music festivals, the live music, we having a good time in the city. It's gonna be a fun summer.
That's why it's nothing better.
Then Chicago summertime. Oh,
Grant Park, easy. All the lights.
That's why Chicago be so busy in the summertime, because everybody realizes how fun it is to live in, to live in Chicago, even if it's for a few days. I hate it because traffic is always terrible in the summer, especially in the summer. But I don't live in the city yet. I don't live there yet, so I don't have to worry about it.
Well, you live here, but if you work down here, it's whatever.
If I work,
you don't really got to deal. You don't have to deal with traffic that much when you're living and working down there.
Yeah, correct. You don't deal with it at all. It's just gonna be a wonderful summer, because it's gonna be normal. So whatever that brings.
June 11th.
Don't be down, means. Austin. What is it? Don't be down. What?
Down bad.
Down bad. Don't text.
Don't text. Yeah.
People, don't let none of these people try to keep you down in these streets. You should have fun definitely gotta have fun this summer. Wow, we're gonna have a normal summer. Damn, I hope I don't waste a lot of money.
Yeah, we just bought tickets to Lollapalooza. That sounds like it's gonna be normal as could be.
Normal summer. Actually, I might go to Thursday because there's gonna be this one like a R&B. He's like an R&B soul guy, but he's a DJ too. And he has done like literally one of my favorite songs that I always post on my stories every time it's like I'm here. It's literally the one I dance to as I end the cleanse. Just wanna be younger and living every notice.
I just didn't like the headline. It's Thursday.
No, I was talking to my sister. I was like, if I go Thursday, he is literally the reason why I'm gonna go, and maybe Playboy Cardi.
Yeah,
you know,
but
Playboy
we've seen that.
Playboy Cardi. Have we seen Playboy Cardi?
Yeah, he was there the first time we went.
Oh my God, are you serious? I completely forgot.
Yeah, remember me and you ran over there when we were watching that DJ with
Oh
Brett.
yeah, we saw him the last 20 minutes. You're right. We saw him the last 20 minutes. Yes, you're right. Oh my God. Wow, that's crazy. I completely forgot about that. My sister told me that today. I was like, I haven't seen Playboy Cardi. She's like, right. I was like, oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I just don't,
Listen, unless you want to see Miley Cyrus, I don't know, man.
I don't. I mean,
I don't.
I could go to Miley Cyrus, but it would really be for one intended purpose. But let's not speak about that on the podcast because I'm trying to be respectable.
2:30, baby, would you be by to be?
You know what it is.
Whatever I
Um,
be. Rachel wants to get off. All right, let's end this
It's
thing.
past my bedtime.
Me too. 10:13. My goodness. All right, folks. All the cameras. Let's end this thing. Go ahead, somebody. I'm not gonna do first.
I don't know. It was kind of a weird episode. We just were all over the place, and that's fine. Those are fun. We enjoy it.
Mhm.
Be smart this summer. I know the world's
Yes.
going back to normal, but it's a new normal. So still just be respectful, be smart, and maybe don't be doing all the nasty things that you were doing before.
Oh, I got something to say that goes along with that. You know, you guys can get wild this summer, but not too wild. You know what I mean? And
I mean,
that's
yeah,
all I
I'm
got.
20.
Right off
I'm
of what
20.
Rachel said. You can get wild, but
don't
not
get
too wild.
I mean, you know, we got some young listeners, so like, let's, they're gonna live their lives.
But if you're gonna
I'm
be
26.
wild, be protected.
responsible.
That's all.
Yeah,
use
Responsible,
protection.
protected. Use protection.
and
Whether
that's
that be a
mask
mask or whatever else you use protection for.
it's fine. You could say condoms, diaphragms, if that's
Daisy,
what y'all
that's
women are
too
into.
wild. I said we're getting wild.
That's
but
not
not
that
too
wild.
wild.
That's not wild.
I guess.
That's
I mean,
wild to
bro,
say.
it's good. Austin, let's be completely honest. It's the first
no.
summer being normal. I'm assuming that everybody's gonna be a hoe. So I mean, that's not my
right.
business.
Nobody needs to go raw. That's right. Good job, Daisy.
I mean, why are you saying that? What? Why would you?
I was
say
agreeing with you.
What's just going on? Do you like what? The subliminals, bro. This is weird as hell, son. Anyway, royalty. In the wise,
Get me off this camera. This shit's gone bad. I'm down bad.
In the wise words in my man Swin Kage, no matter if you're up high, down low, or somewhere in the middle, just remember that you can only be down for so long till you start rising up again. So, until the meantime, believe in yourself and put a smile on your face. Keep it lovely, royalty.